Welcome, my friends, to Steven's Untitled Rock Show. We are bouncing with excitement today to welcome the Bouncing Souls to the studio. Won't see you guys on any other channel, only right here talking to us.
It's true.
And we love that about them. All right, we're going to be hanging out for the whole hour with some of New Jersey's finest. But first, let's take a look at some of their fine state mates. This is My Chemical Romance with Ghost of You. Got packed with We Drink So You Don't Have To, My Chem, and a Blackout Pack, a double shot of bands whose debuts have been produced by Thursday's Jeff Rickley, another proud New Jersey native. There's a thriving rock scene in Jersey. Do you guys consider yourselves pioneers of...
You know what?
I think AOD were pioneers of the New Jersey thriving rock scene, maybe.
When we first went on tour, we went in this like a horse-drawn wagon thing.
Before vans.
Yeah.
Way back, the buggy whip you toured it.
Exactly.
I've seen that. Coal and steam.
Yeah, totally.
Let's go right into the Bouncing Souls live. You said that was this recorded over a bunch of different shows, or just some specific live shows that certain bands do? How did you record it?
We decided we wanted to do that, and then we bought ourselves a Pro Tools rig that we started bringing on tour, and
we recorded a whole lot of shows.
Yeah, like how many shows?
Lots of the Warped tour.
Lots of Warped stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of Warped, some headlining tours down south, and that's about 6 or 7 different shows.
Okay, so just all put together. Now you said on your website that you were going to whittle it down to 1 disc, but we still have 2. What's going on?
That's the whittled down version, man. There was a lot more. That's after a lot of whittling. We had there's some really good ones that we just lost completely because we didn't know how to use the Pro Tools rig completely, and we'd have songs like this is the great. We'd lose whole shows. Like we had shows we were going to take like 10 songs off of, and like where'd it go? I swore. Sorry.
That's okay. Hard to find that save button.
That's the whittled down version. 29 songs.
29, you know it, and it's well done. Go get it. All right, it's time for a sponsor interruption, but we're going to return with a full slate of videos and a lot of talk from the legend that is the Bouncing Souls. Back once more to this edition of SURS with the Bouncing Soul. We're going to chat more with Brian, Pete, Mike, and Greg right after we watch their video called Anchors Away. All right, there's the Bouncing Souls. Here they are, and that was Anchors Away. Now, let me just point out that this is the only music video channel where you can see that. Thank you guys so much. And a little cameo in there is Dave from The Loved Ones.
That's right.
Yeah, and he toured with you guys for a bit?
Yeah, he's family, you know. We kind of like try to get all our friends involved, like get shots of our friends in that video, you know.
It's a great video.
It's everyone who could make it. Johnny X is in there.
Oh, yeah. All over.
Wilkie.
You guys are a very family scene-oriented band, which is nice. Now, in the scene for the past couple of years, we're going to play a Nightmare of You video, and Sammy plays drums for that, and Sammy used to be in Civ and Grill Biscuits. You guys have any crazy Sammy stories?
Indirectly.
Indirectly?
Not really know that guy so well.
Yeah.
Sammy Sigler, right?
Yeah.
No.
I had one. I walked into work the other day, and he was sitting in this cafe we have in the building just eating. I was like, dude, what are you doing? She's just having breakfast. It's not very exciting.
Drummers eat too, but
it's a wild story.
Drummers do eat.
Drummers eat. They don't think we do, but
they have to.
When no one's looking.
When no one's looking, drummers eat. All right, it's time for us to put the brakes on the fun for a few minutes. More with the Bouncing Souls after these messages. Oh, and welcome back to the Bouncing Souls. All right, when can we expect the studio follow-up to Anchors Away?
June.
We're working on it right now, actually. We're going tomorrow. We've been working on new music, and we're recording in January, and we will be releasing it in June.
And you're going to do a video...
June 6th.
June 6th?
6606.
Really?
Awesome. The release of the Beast.
Wow.
Sick.
Any Iron Maiden covers?
Maybe.
We're working on it.
Brian's going to make the guy into a big Eddie form.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
this
come out.
And you're going to do a video for every song on the record and only let us play them, right?
That's correct.
Take it.
Yes! All right. We talked about them earlier. Here's Nightmare of You with I Want to Be Buried in Your Backyard. All right, welcome back to the Bouncing Souls Day. It's Steven's Untitled Rock Show. Now, the top link on your band's website links to some letters from some guys in Iraq, and then you met up with some of these gentlemen at a show in Germany. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, that's it was a couple of Thanksgivings ago. 2 Thanksgivings ago now. We were in Schweinfurt, Germany, playing a show. It was Thanksgiving, so nobody in Germany cares really about that. But there was a group of Americans there, and they were GIs who were stationed there. So we all got drunk after the show. They were Souls fans, punk kids.
And they were just about to leave for Iraq in like the next 3 days or something like that. So this was their last big night before going to Iraq. So they were all real nervous about it. And There's one story where one of them didn't have permission to go, and he hid in the trunk.
Oh, that was like a couple days later. They came to our next show in Czechoslovakia.
Anyways, they ended up going to Iraq, and you know, they had, of course, very difficult experiences, and a lot of them listened to Bouncing Souls, and that really helped them through their experience there. And they kind of adopted us as their mascot band, and all wore T-shirts underneath their uniforms.
Oh wow!
We kept in touch with them, and the letters they were writing were so good that it's like, I gotta make a page, like a letters. So Letters from Iraq became a website, like a page on our website. And then yeah, we would send them care packages, shirts, music. So everybody in that platoon, 326 Shadow Platoon.
Tanks.
Yeah, these guys had those letters are just pretty crazy. Their experiences.
Now, did meeting, of course, working with these guys influence your decision to play Operation Ceasefire?
Part of it, yeah. I mean,
you'd have done it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
puts you a little closer to home.
Yeah, right. It's a little more personal experience with what's going on there, knowing people that are eating it over there, you know?
Yeah, when you have a face to put, it kind of changes everything.
A couple of the guys were there, too.
A couple of guys came to the Operation Ceasefire.
Garrett was there.
They spoke. They
spoke at the Operation Ceasefire.
They become like really outspoken, IVAW, Iraq Veterans Against the War. There's like a big bunch of people that have been there that are like, wrap it up over there, you know?
Yeah, pull them out, please. We love that.
Garrett, by the way, wrote a poem that is becoming the lyrics to one of our new songs.
Oh, very cool.
So I think the song's going to be called Letters from Iraq, and it's his words. And really intense.
More bands need to get involved. Here's a band, The Academy Is, with check marks. The City Soundtrack and Everything Is All Right. Who are on the Warped Tour? You guys are on the Warped Tour a lot, but this past year you weren't. What was it like not having a punk rock summer camp summer?
And I enjoyed it, actually.
Yeah, we worked on that. Pete, the live record.
Yeah.
Work on the live record.
Kate's basement, that thing.
So it was spent productively.
Yes.
Yep.
You can only take one summer at a time. One summer, take a summer off. One summer, take a summer off.
We've heard that from pretty much every band who sat on the couch about the Warped Tour.
Yeah.
You need to space it. So does that mean that next summer you guys will be on the tour?
Most likely. Okay. We're not definitely sure, but we think so.
At least a couple
days.
hope so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, you've been touring for, what, 1,000 years you tour the planet? Close
exactly.
to it?
1,200 years.
1,200.
Well, the galaxy, really.
What do you do to take semblance, to make like touring feel like home? You guys tour all the time.
You got to make it new, because a lot of times I think when you travel a lot, you tend to get in this robotic mode, same songs, same clubs. So I think that's the challenge, and to make life fun. That's what I've learned from being on tour all the time. Whatever it might be, you know, having fun, just like changing things up. Don't
get into a routine.
Exactly. Like, don't get in a robot mode.
You gotta catch yourself.
Yeah.
I think a lot of bands make that mistake, and that's when they burn out. So take it from the Bouncing Souls. All right, time for another routine. Commercials, but gratefully it's the last set. So stick around for one last chat with the Bouncing Souls. In the Sky Big Shot. Now, I had a huge honor recently. I got to introduce the Bouncing Souls at the Joey Ramone birthday tribute. And how did you get involved with that?
Just friends of ours at CB's, you know.
Yeah.
It's a good cause. Don't ask me the update on how that's going. It's not so good.
Right.
They might be around for as much as a year tops during this whole legal battle and stuff. But it's just friends of mine that work there.
Right. We'll get CB's.
So I was like, what can we do? We're home. Can we play? Yeah. We want to play a show.
Now, at the Save CB show, HR from Bad Brains got up on stage and played Pay to Come.
Yep. Yeah. They tried to get Bad Brains completely on that thing, but that didn't happen. But HR was there, and we're like, we play this song.
What other, you guys have been around for a bit, what other legendary punk icons or rock icons have you guys met?
It was at that's Operation Ceasefire in D.C. Hung out with Ian MacKaye and Jello Biafra in the same day.
Wow.
I was just like,
that was the double shot of it.
Did you get to talk to Debbie Harry at all at the Save CB show?
I kind of stalked her, and I was like, there she goes. There she goes.
Wow.
And I got to meet her. Hello.
Didn't she do one of these?
Hi. She was like, yeah, whatever.
She did the same thing to me when I went up to her with a microphone. She was like, Now you've done all the art for everything, all the Bouncing Souls stuff. Do you have other, besides the cover art, you've done other records or other artistic displays? No, nothing?
Just all the Souls shirts and records and stickers and whatever else.
Any tattoos or such?
A couple of tattoos for myself.
Okay.
But that's it. People ask me to do stuff for them. I'm like, I can't. I can only do my own thing, like personal, you know.
Have you ever seen some of the artwork on Bouncing Souls on fans?
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Like a couple of 3 or 4 a show.
Wow.
Souls tattoos, which is, I think, is pretty awesome.
As a kid not long ago, had like his whole arm was a tribute of like different records, and like he'd be like, look, the guy, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Like,
and then you ask, are you a fan? Okay. Okay, all right, you can find us every weekday. Until then and always, I'm Steven. This is the Pixies with Here Comes Your Man and the Bouncing Souls, everybody. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
And now we wait.